Wow. Just watched Floyd Mayweather's interview with Steve. And to me, he's a broken man. Conor McGregor has literally broken this man. What fighter, champion, really says all this bollocks to Steve? He looks like a frightened man, and he looks like he knows what's going to happen on the 26th. He's already accepted it. We all know when Conor McGregor takes an opponent on, he's always got the perfect trash talk, and he gets inside your head. He did it with Aldo. Aldo was the UFC champion at the time, and everyone said to McGregor, you haven't got a chance, you're not going to do it. So he gets in Aldo's head, and he starts talking basically shit and stuff like that, and getting into his head and making him think. And then it's funny how Aldo, when before he does an interview, is all calm and relaxed. And once he starts going against McGregor on trash talk, he's like, whoa, he's like this, I want to get up. But then we all know that when he twists his shoulder, right? And McGregor knows this. He hits him, bang, straight towards there, and that's the shot that takes him down. Go back and look on YouTube. It's a fact. He hits him right there, goes down, 2 shots, done, finished. Another one, Eddie Alvarez, he thought he could batter McGregor until he got in the octagon and understood what he was actually going up against. Talking loads of shit and going, oh, I can beat this man one hand behind my back, and you better apologise to my family, and insulting my family. Gets in the ring, whack, done, finished. Double champion, undisputed. Nobody thought that McGregor were going to do it, but what happened? He did. See, Eddie Alvarez gets in the ring, gets in the octagon, with McGregor. McGregor's already in his head. He wants to get out there. He wants to get up to him. He wants to punch him. What happened? Takes a shot. Gregor moves, whacks Eddie right there. 1 shot, all you wrote. Done. Finished. Finito. Another fact, Eddie Alvarez, when he's in his press conference after the fight, were you quite surprised that McGregor won? I was actually quite surprised at how hard he hits and how fast he is, and you can't read quick enough what he's doing. Fact. See, this is what Conor does. He breaks you down mentally. He gets inside your head, so you're constantly thinking. It puts you totally off your game plan. This is the best thing about McGregor. Nobody's picked up on this. Only real UFC fans will pick up on this. And you've got boxing legends coming out and saying, oh, he can't hack with Mayweather. He can't do it. He can't do it. Not being funny, but if McGregor goes the distance with Mayweather, it's an embarrassment for Mayweather. This guy on paper should be knocking McGregor out first fucking round. But we'll see, won't we? You've even got Floyd Mayweather as well, saying that, oh, well, if we end up going the distance, it'll be a success, it'll be a win for Conor. What champion really says that? A real champion would come out and go, it's not going to go the distance. He's going to be knocked out in round 1. It's funny how McGregor's saying this, but Floyd's not really saying it, is he? You need to wake up. You need to seriously wake up and realise what sort of an animal McGregor is. See, you've even got Floyd Mayweather now as well, saying, I've got to go toe-to-toe with this guy. I've got to make up for what the Manny Pacquiao fight, because the fans didn't get money's worth. Really? Are you really going to go toe-to-toe with fucking Floyd Mayweather? McGregor. Really? Conor McGregor? It'll put you on your fucking ass inside 1 or 2 rounds. And if it's 8-ounce gloves, then that's no fucking help for Floyd. No wonder the little bitch wants fucking 10-ounce gloves. Bigger the gloves, the harder it's going to be to hit his face. And McGregor knows that, so McGregor's been talking and getting into his head. And now you've got Floyd Mayweather that comes out and says, let's fight in 8-ounce gloves. The man's accepted it. The man has accepted that Conor is gonna knock him out. And everyone coming at me and saying, oh, you don't know what you're on about. It's Floyd Mayweather. He's untouchable. Nobody is fucking untouchable. Right? The Invincibles thought that they were untouchable until they went to Man United. And all that was wiped away. And another fact, when he came out as well and said that, oh, Conor McGregor's playing the racist card. You fucking little bitch. Not once did Conor McGregor mention anything about racist or black people or anything? That's just another thing for you to get all these Americans to stand behind you and go, we're going to cheer Floyd Mayweather on because he's standing up for racism and black people. He's manipulating you and none of you can see it, literally. It's absolutely embarrassing. And when I watched an interview with McGregor and you saw how angry he was when he came out and said he was pissed off when he mentioned that, because McGregor's not that sort of person. Not once did he say monkey as well. He said greased, I forgot what he said now, something greased turkeys or something like that to his bodyguards, Floyd Mayweather's bodyguards. That's what he said. And then when he says dance for me boy, dance for me, that's not a black taunt. Are you taking the piss, really? And another one, the footage already been leaked out now. I was pissed off when this was leaked out because you know that Mayweather's going to be the first person to watch this. And when I can't pronounce his second name, but then when he came out and said that, yeah, McGregor had a few good rounds and I had a few good rounds, and now it's being leaked that not even fucking a two-time world champion Paulie can handle McGregor in the ring. He even says now, it's all come out in his interview, oh, he's doing stuff that you shouldn't be doing in boxing. Apparently, you shouldn't have to be able to grab him in the head and do this sort of shit. It's boxing. You fucking idiot. What do you expect him to jab like this for 12 rounds? No wonder fans get pissed off that it's not money's worth. You talked shit to McGregor. Literally, you dissed the bloke before you even knew him by saying, someone says, what about you, Paulie? Could you handle McGregor? And he goes, who the fuck is that guy? You could put ankle weights on my ankle, you could tie my hand behind my back, and you could put something to rest my chin so my chin doesn't go down. And he still wouldn't be able to touch me. Not saying that now, are you, mate? And another thing that he says on the interviews as well on his radio stations now, he's going round with Showtime, Paulie, when he goes, oh, it's supposed to be a sparring. You hit me a little bit too hard and I weren't expecting it. It's fucking fighting, knobhead. What are you expecting? It weren't sparring whatsoever. McGregor saw the shit that you were talking and he says, and even McGregor turned around and went, this guy's talking a good game, so let's bring him in here. Even McGregor invited him out to have a sparring session with him. It weren't sparring, it were a fucking fight. You chat shit, you get banged. To me, when I see Floyd Mayweather now, I just see a broken man. He's got so much pressure on him that he has to win this fight. Because if he doesn't, he's got the whole boxing on his shoulders. Literally. And he's just a broken man. He's accepted it. Especially when Steve says to him and he goes, so what happens at the end of the fight then? Do you get your hand raised? And he looked at Steve and he looked at him and he went, I'm going to walk out with my head held high. What fighter really says that? A real fighter says, of course I'm going to get my hand raised. This will be over in one round. He knows that it's happening and we all know it's happening. All UFC fans know it's happening, but who can't accept it is all you Mayweather types that have watched him for so many years. Apparently he's supposed to be the best boxer ever. He's not the best boxer ever. He's the best defensive boxer. He's fantastic at not getting hit. I'm not even a boxing fan because I can't stand the sport. I think it's shit. It don't come nowhere near UFC. See, I'm not a boxing fan, I've already said that, but I've been watching a few videos of Floyd before his Manny Pacquiao fight, and I didn't know that Manny Pacquiao actually had an injury before the fight, so that's made it easier for Floyd. But then he also watched his interviews with Ricky Hatton, and the guy's got so much confidence and so much swagger, and he's sat there and he's dissing Hatton and he's dissing Manny Pacquiao, and now when he talks, when he's coming up against Conor McGregor, he looks like a scared man. That's what he looks like. And to come out as well on your interview and say, when the fight's over, I'm still going to be the same. I'm still going to have my money. I'm still going to make millions. My wife and my mum and dad are still going to love me. Mate, seriously. See, the fact is, Floyd Mayweather is too skinny. His legs are too skinny. His hands are too skinny. He's got a small head. Some guy called Dustin, or whatever his name was, I don't know, another boxer, apparently, and a /UFC fighter as well, or something on them lines. He had a small head, and when Conor caught with him, his head rattled, and he went down. See, it took McGregor 8 rounds to knock Paulie on his ass, and that's 20-ounce gloves and headgear Now, you're not wearing that, are you, when you're in the ring? So if Conor can do that in 8 rounds with 20-ounce gloves, and they're going to be wearing 8-ounce gloves, telling you, all you Floyd Mayweather fans, yes, fair enough, you've been his fan, but every dog has to be put down, and there's always someone else that comes in and takes the throne, and we don't like it. None of us like it when it's one of our fans, but you need to wake up and you need to accept it. That McGregor is going to knock this prick out, and I cannot wait. Same as you've got Paulie as well on radio stations now, trying to mix basically and trying to defend himself, saying it weren't proper fighting, it was just sparring. Mate, you chat shit, you got invited, you got your ass whooped. Deal with it like a man. Don't come out on Twitter and all your little posts and try and basically put a plaster over an axe wound of your fucking legacy and your pride. People will respect you more when you come out and you actually say to the man who just whooped your ass, I'm sorry for doubting you, good luck in your fight. So basically on the 27th, when I come back onto Facebook, I'll do a live video after the fight, because I'll be the one with a smile on my face, and all you people, leave a comment below, because I would love to hear it, because I know what's going to happen in this fight, because I've seen it. I've watched Conor McGregor from 2011. And he's not even as big as he's got bigger than what he was in the UFC. Fuck me, I cannot wait for this fight. I'll be in Donny, 4 in the morning, watching everyone shot, and me stood there, what you shot for? So yeah, leave a comment below. And all you people saying to me, oh, take McGregor's balls out of your mouth. I'll see you 27th.